धर्म की राजनीति खत्म होनी चाहिए और केवल तरक्की की बात होनी चाहिए, विकास की बात होनी चाहिए। जिस दिन आपका भाई मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, एक मौका अगर आप लोग दीजिएगा, हम मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे तो पहला कैबिनेट मंत्रिमंडल में पहला अगर मेरा कलम चलाएगा तो 10 लाख नौजवानों को।
Hello and welcome to HW News. These are the visuals of massive turnout at the rally of RJD leader Tejashwi Yadav. Thousands of people gathering for his speeches. In the last few days, since the election campaigning has picked up, it wouldn't be wrong to say that his rallies are drawing the maximum of crowds. Just 4 months ago, it seemed that picture in Bihar is pretty much clear. Absence of Lalu Prasad Yadav from the active politics did give RJD a major shock in Lok Sabha elections. It wasn't difficult to understand that this might also repeat in the assembly elections. Tejashwi Yadav, who is younger and less experienced in politics as compared to his rivals, seemed to have a very little chance in front of the PM Modi and Nitish Kumar's strong team. But as the elections near, the political realities on the ground are changing rapidly. Tejashwi is no longer a political leader to be dismissed due to his age and experience, and the NDA in the state that looked rock solid is increasingly going in disarray. Ahead of the elections, many senior leaders, upset with his decisions, left the party, but as per leaders around him, Tejashwi Yadav has grown more mature and has been firm on his decision. For example, in Grand Alliance's press conference to announce the seat sharing, everyone saw how Mukesh Sahni's VIP party stormed out, shouting slogans, sloganeering ensued, but the leader who has held the charge as the former Deputy Chief Minister of the state and is Grand Alliance's chief ministerial candidate refused to negotiate and convince this party. The VIP eventually went and joined the NDA. Ahead of the elections, HAM of Jitanram Manjhi also left the Grand Alliance fold and joined the NDA. RLSP has been forming third front, but Tejashwi, instead of trying to convince these alliance partners, decided to form alliance with the left parties like CPI, CPIM and CPI-ML. Together, these parties, these left parties, though they are very smaller, but they have a very strong ground level cadre and loyal leaders. They have been given in total 29 seats out of 243, whereas Congress, which was demanding more seats, was settled on 70. It is said that these negotiations were personally spearheaded by Tejashwi Yadav. Now another example. In July this year, Tejashwi Yadav rendered an apology for the 15 years of Lalu Yadav Rabri Devi Raj, which is also called as Jungle Raj. Apologizing for the deeds of political predecessor is on one hand, but apologizing for the deeds of your mother and father, whose rule is equated to Jungle Raj, is on the other hand. His worldwide campaigns, meets, rallies and his outreach during the floods has established a connect with the masses, through which he aims to give out a message that his politics won't be similar to his parents. He has focused on youths, unemployed and the students. In this video, we are going to talk about the chords that Tejashwi Yadav might have hit right. First, caste arithmetic. The RJD has always been known as a party of Yadavs. The party enjoyed a majority of its support from the Yadav community, and the other group that Lalu Prasad Yadav had a hold over was Muslim vote bank. This equation is known as MY, that is Muslim and Yadavs, and has worked really very well for the RJD over the years. However, this made the non-Yadavs and the upper caste and the EBCs feel alienated from the RJD. Tejashwi is looking to change this very concept and get more and more people from all the backgrounds on his side. Thus, if you go over the candidate list, upper caste have been given a significant portion of the seats in the Grand Alliance partnership. The 15% vote share that this vote bank brings can prove very crucial since the anti-incumbency against Nitish Kumar this time around has peaked. In case of a neck-to-neck fight, this section of society, their votes will play a crucial role in deciding who will win or take a lead. Second point, employment. From the beginning of the campaign, Tejashwi Yadav did not lose his focus from the issue of unemployment. Despite the attempts of ruling party leader to divert the attention, as is done in many other elections, you see hardly any election, be it national or state election in India, goes without the reference of Pakistan or any communal issues. But in Bihar elections, ground issues have held prominence. According to See Voters survey, data from October first week, close to 50% respondents in Bihar said that unemployment was the most important issue for them in this election. This was an increase of close to 25 percentage points from the survey which was done just 2 weeks ago. The number of people who believe unemployment is an issue has doubled. The Grand Alliance in its manifesto has promised to give up to 10 lakh youths a job and also settle the issues of Jivika Didis and teachers recruitment. Tejashwi said that the very first decision by the cabinet if Grand Alliance wins will be of providing jobs. There will be recruitment in health sector, education and other sectors under the state government. The migrant population that has returned to the state due to COVID-19 lockdown is also in search of employment. Tapping on these sentiments, Tejashwi Yadav has been able to steer the campaign narrative in his favor. Now the next point, that is focus on students. The COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown has badly hit the education sector. The students during the lockdown were left without proper accommodation, travel arrangement to reach the exam centers, etc. Many who worked and financed their own studies were left in lurch. Now, Grand Alliance has promised that students will not have to pay any exam or admission fees. The travel conveyance to reach the exam center will also be borne by the Grand Alliance government if it comes to power. But while the odds look in his favor, one cannot rule out the challenges that Tejashwi Yadav faces. The opinion polls still predict more number of seats for NDA than Grand Alliance. Now, though the LGP has created quite a stir in the NDA, JDU and BJP combined may sail through this alliance turmoil. In the state per se, while there is a discontent against Nitish Kumar, BJP does not face this threat. So the discontent or anger against Nitish Kumar may not spill over BJP. So overall, the BJP, JDU and other smaller parties may do well than Grand Alliance. This is what is the opinion polls are saying. Now, this is also a make or break election for not only Tejashwi but also for the RJD and the political legacy of his father Lalu Prasad Yadav. In the adjacent state of Uttar Pradesh, Modi wave completely swept Samajwadi Party during assembly elections. PM Modi and the BJP star campaigners are yet to enter the Bihar campaign. Will that change anything? That remains to be seen. But whether Tejashwi has arrived in the Bihar politics and what impact will he have, we will get to know on November 10th. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, Choose the language you prefer to get updates in and be up to date with the latest news.